Everybody, it is Manatee back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the super adorable Miraculous Ladybug creation on your rainbow loom. She is super adorable, and I also have Cat Noir to complement both characters' designs. I think they look awesome together, and I will be sure to come out with a tutorial on Cat Noir soon. Just to give you guys a quick update, I recently made this jellyfish. I'll be posting a tutorial soon. And one of the reasons why I haven't been able to do as many tutorials is because of this ginormous dragon that I recently completed. He just looks amazing. And then I'm also trying to do a miniature restock in my Etsy shop. So I have some inventory for my baby vampire squids. You guys can check out the tutorial, link is in the description box below, as well as my Etsy shop. Alrighty, well, without further ado, let's get on with the video. Supplies that you'll be needing today in order to make this design are one rainbow loom, a hook, metal tip preferred, but plastic tip works just as fine. You will also be needing bands in the colors of red or pink, black, darker blue color, but regular ocean blue works fine as well. And then two bands in this nice cobalt blue. You can use black if you don't have cobalt blue. I just find that this looks a little bit better considering the fact that her mask is going to have a little bit of black coloring in it. And then finally, you're going to be needing some sort of skin tone. If you don't have skin tone, you can also use orange. That works just as fine as well. Alrighty, other than that, let's get on with the video. Also, the supplies and the approximate band counts and values will be in the description box. Start by making our Miraculous Ladybug's neck, and for that you're going to be using double bands throughout this entire design unless I state otherwise. So double black bands going down the center. And I really quickly forgot to mention, you're also going to be needing your loom and moving it to the square offset. Sorry, that one just popped out. So now your loom is just going to be the square offset configuration. It makes it easier when placing the bands for this design. Alrighty, so now that we have our neck placed, we're going to make the shoulders, which is going to be one red and one black band going outwards. You're going to do the same on the other side so that way it looks a bit symmetrical. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go down twice in just red on both sides, and then in the middle you're gonna go one black and one red, like so. Then you're gonna go down just two red, you're gonna go down again, one black and one red in the center, and then you're going to go one black, one red, twice down on both sides, like so. Just do it again on the other side, 2 times down. And again, we're just using double bands, like that. Alrighty, so we have her torso completed, and now what we're going to do is we're going to just do a row of just red across, like this. Alrighty, and then we're going to go down, creating a row of one black and one red. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to create some leg attachments and some arm attachments. Well, before we create our leg and arm attachments, we're going to first start off with going down with one black and one red, like that. We're going to go down again, one black, one red. Then we're going to go down two red, like that. And then we're going to go down one black and one red, two red, And then finally 1 black and 1 red. We're going to do the same exact thing on the other side. 1 black and 1 red. 1 black, 1 red. 2 red. Let me grab a couple more black bands. 1 black and 1 red again. 2 red. And then 1 black and 1 red. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create the feet on our hook. So in order to do that, we're going to take a single red band and wrap it around 3 or 4 times. I prefer 4 because it gives it a little bit of a tighter, nicer look. Then I'm going to take 1 black and 1 red, slide that single red band on and reclaim. And then I'm going to take 2 red rubber bands and slide that through them all and reclaim like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to one of these ends. It doesn't matter which one, like this. Now I'm going to make one more just really quickly, wrapping a single red rubber band around 4 times, grabbing 1 black and 1 red band, sliding that on, reclaim, there we go, and then 2 red rubber bands and reclaim. Now I'm just going to attach that to the other end of my loom, like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make the arm attachments, which are right here. Be a total of 6 links. I can show you guys how to make 1 arm on the loom and 1 on the hook, whichever your preference or whatever you prefer. So first I'm going to start with the hook. I'm going to use the same technique as I did for the feet. Take a single red rubber band, wrap it around 4 times, 1 black and 1 red band, slide that on and reclaim. Now I'm going to take 2 red rubber bands, slide that on, reclaim, 1 black and 1 red. You're going to just alternate from 1 black, 1 red to double red until you have a total of 6 links. I have right now 4 links. I have to do 2 more. 1 and finally 2. Alrighty, so make sure to count. You should have a total of 6 little V or U shapes, teardrop shapes, and that will be 1 arm. Now I'm going to attach it to this very top peg right here where the shoulder is. And I'm just going to tug on it a little bit, make sure it's sticking outwards. And now I'm going to show you guys how to make it on the loom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a single red rubber band. You can wrap it around 3 times or 4. So I'm going to wrap this single band around 3 times, twist it like that, and push it down just a tiny bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 red and 1 black, like so. And now you're going to loop up the bottom single red rubber bands, like that, and push it down. Then you can take your 2 red, loop up, just the bottom 2 this time, and push down. 1 black and 1 red now. You're going to loop the bottom 2 up and over and push down. Okay, so when you get to a total of 6 chain links, remember that the bands that are across these 2 pegs count as 1 link once we take it off. So I'm right now at a total of 3. 4, 5, and finally 6. Alrighty, so that's my arm. I'm going to remove it from my loom, tug on it a little, it might be a bit curled, and then you're going to attach it to the other end, or the other shoulder, and make sure it's outwards, like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add the center bands that attach this design, and in order to do that, we're just going to grab some red rubber bands, and we're just going to be using single rubber bands. For this, I'm going to take a single red rubber band, and instead of going like this, like we normally would, we're just going to lift the bottom part up, like that. That way it doesn't show once we're completed with the design. Alrighty, now what you're going to do is you're just going to double loop all the way up the loom. So take a single rubber band, wrap it, twist it, and stretch it across, like that. We're going to do that for 3 more rows. 2, and finally 3. But for this last one, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hook and loop this up so it makes a triangle shape, like that. Now we are ready to start the hooking process. So go all the way down to your bottom loom, the bottom part of your loom. Go in past all the bands and just grab the bottom 2 and hook upwards, like that. You're going to do the same to the other side. And from this point on, it shouldn't be too difficult. It's very similar to looping up a triple single bracelet. And once you get to this part right here, just go past that little middle center band and just loop up the bottom 2. For this one, you don't have to go in anything. You can just loop it up like that. And you're just basically going to continue this all the way up. I'll meet you guys once we hit the shoulders because those can be a little bit tricky. At the shoulders, I'm just going to go past everything, and it might be a little bit hard, so make sure you can turn your loom to the side, go past all of those rubber bands, and if you can see those bottom 2, you can push them out a little bit with your finger. Just grab them. You can do them one at a time or both at the same time, whatever you prefer. And then I'm going to just flip my loom around so that the camera can see. I'm going to go in past everything and just grab the bottom 2 bands, like that. So it should be a 1 black and 1 red. Alrighty, now for this middle part, you're just going to go past everything and grab the bottom 2 black rubber bands. This can be really stressful on your bands, so I suggest being very, very careful when looping this up because there's so many bands on this one little peg. Alrighty, now we are finished with looping our body for our Miraculous Ladybug, and we're just going to take it very carefully off the loom. I suggest doing this with your hook, that way none of the bands break because it's very easy to have band snaps during this process. And make sure you take off all except this top band because that is a loose band and that could probably destroy your whole design if you undid it. Alrighty, so now I have my Miraculous Ladybug. She's a bit curled, so you can just tug on her limbs and they will turn out just fine like that. And now you're just going to place the body on the end of your loom. So I've placed the Miraculous Ladybug suit on the end of my loom. For making the head, it's a little bit easier if your loom is in the staggered rainbow loom configuration. So you can just move it up one peg like that. So that way the top portion makes a miniature triangle like that. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the head, and we're going to be using our dark blue or just regular ocean blue, whatever you guys have. And we're going to go 2 bands of dark blue hair color off to the side. Down, down. Alrighty, that's it for the hair. We're now going to make the mask, which is going to be 1 red and 1 black. And for the middle, you're also going to do 1 as well, like that. So I'm just going to do 2, 1 red and 1 black, again, for just a row, like so. Alrighty, now what you're going to be doing is using your skin tone. I have this pack right here of skin tone. I'm just going to dump a little bit out right here. Alrighty, you're going to be using 2 skin tone, going down in the middle, diagonally, on the right and left sides to close off your face. Alrighty, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be making the hair extensions for our Miraculous Ladybug. They don't take that much. So you're just going to be using your hair color. You can use any part of your loom in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by taking 2 dark blue bands and going down twice. Then we're going to go out diagonally, like so, still using double bands. Go down in the center twice, and then you're going to go down on the sides once, and then you're going to close off, like so, on both sides. You can wrap a single blue band around 3 times, and we're going to repeat this process one more time because you're going to need 2 hair extensions. So be sure to pause the video and rewind that part if you didn't quite understand it. And we're going to just hook this up. You're going to have to make 1 more. Alrighty. It should be similar to looping up your Miraculous Ladybug's body. Alrighty, from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a single blue rubber band. We're going to go under these top loops. Just grab the top 2 loops on each, like that. And you're going to take a single rubber band and just place it across, like that. And then replace your double band. Finished hooking up my hair extension piece, I'm just going to very carefully take all but this last top peg off the loom, like so. Alrighty, stick your hook in, and for this you're going to place it right here, and you're going to push it as far as you possibly can go down. If not, if you don't push it down, it might be a little bit harder for attaching the eyes. Alright, pause the video, rewind that process, and make 1 more hair extension, my other hair extension piece. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding the eyes. So just push the hair extensions down 1 last time and take a single eye color band and wrap it around 4 times. If you can't do 4, just do 3. I do 4 because it gives it a tighter look and the eyes aren't as spaced. Then you're going to push the eyes down, grab a single skin colored band, move it across, and now what you're going to do is you're going to grab, you can do 1 at a time if it's a little bit harder for you. You're going to grab all of your eye color bands and move it over. Make sure you're pushing down your skin tone band and just kind of guide it along Alrighty, I just have to grab this one last loop right here. Alrighty, there we go. Now that I'm finished with the eyes, I'm just going to add one last skin tone band across the face, like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our body at the end of the loom and push this down, attach whichever side you think looks best. I'm going to attach this side and place it right there where the neck goes and push it down. Alrighty, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in past everything, grab the top two bands, push down your neck, and loop up. Then you're going to loop out the other two. I'm doing one at a time for this one because it was a little bit more tricky. And once you go from there, you can just loop the rest up until you get to the top. Be sure to be a little bit careful though when hooking up the bottom two bands for the hair that the hair extension pieces are on, because that can be a little bit tricky. Alrighty. Now that I'm finished looping this up, I'm going to take a single hair colored band, go through all my loops with that band, reclaim, slide the bottom loop up and over, and tug really tight, but not too tight that the band breaks. Alrighty, you're just going to kind of keep this on your finger just in case it unravels, and you're going to carefully remove the rest of your Miraculous Ladybug off the loom, like so. Alrighty, now you can either have this as a keychain, where you would keep this little loop, but I do not want to keep the loop, so I'm going to hide it in the back of my Miraculous Ladybug's head. So I'm going to go through a couple bands. Be sure to pick whatever side you would like to be the front. You're going to be hiding this band in the back, and just tug it tightly, like that. Alrighty, so here she is. You can tug the limbs a little bit, and if you want to make the Miraculous Ladybug's pouch, you can take a single band, wrap it around 3 times, take another single red band, slide it through, reclaim, take another single red band, slide it on, reclaim, like that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to stretch this end out and wrap it around her waist, like so. You can move it to the side, and there is her little adorable pouch. Finally, you're just going to add the little hair berets, which are going to be a single red rubber band wrapped around 2 or 3 times, whichever you prefer, on the very ends of her hair, like this. Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week, and I will see you guys next time.